Hello everybody out there and welcome back here with the future once again, and this time I have a showcase and review, and I'm going to go along with the same theme that I have for my last couple of vids, and it's going to be the King Kong theme. It's kind of like a King Kong marathon I've had going on my channel here for the past few vids. This will be the third video in a row. You can see the movies that I have lined up in the back. Obviously, because I like to put backdrops in there that have to do with what I'm going to show off. This will be a showcase and review, though. It's not going to be a DVD or VHS collection update or any kind of special like that. But if you want to check out the special that I did where I looked over my King Kong and Godzilla DVD and VHS collection because the MonsterVerse Kong Skull Island movie was coming out. I did it in anticipation. I'm going to put that up in the card to the right. Go back and check that out. And the last video I did was the movie review that I did over Kong Skull Island after me and a really good friend of mine, Ashley, went to the movies together and checked it out. I'll put that up in the movie review up in the card to the right as well. And I got to thank Ashley big time because she is the one also that picked me up the figure that we're going to see today from the movie Kong Skull Island. And before I get into showing off what she picked me up, this is the second movie in the MonsterVerse, as I said. The first was none other than this. I have the DVD, the 2014 Legendary Entertainment, Legendary Pictures Godzilla. It is released by Warner Brothers. That's who's distributing the MonsterVerse films that are Legendary Entertainment produced. But this is the first effort, Godzilla. So Kong Skull Island was the second. And the write-up on it here real quick. 2017 American monster film directed by Jordan Vogt Roberts. Story by John Gatlin. Film is a reboot of the Kong franchise and serves as the second film in Legendary's MonsterVerse, starring an ensemble cast featuring Samuel L. Jackson and John Goodman and John C. Reilly. The film follows a team of scientists and Vietnam War soldiers who travel to an uncharted island in the Pacific and encounter terrifying creatures and the mighty Kong. It was released in the United States here on March 10th, 2017. These are by Lanard Toys. And Lanard Toys are kind of familiar to me, and I've always been a fan of them. They make the core elite figs that are like kind of like rip-off G.I. Joes. I wouldn't say rip-off because they've had the core now in Wal-Mart since I was a kid. I used to get more core figures actually than G.I. Joe figs back in the day. So they are the toy company that is making these Kong Skull Island official licensed toys. And here's a little write-up they have on them. It says, calling all heroes to Skull Island. Join the brave Monarch expedition team on a mission to the ultimate monster war zone. Your adventure awaits. And I saw this movie, and yeah, go back to my review and check it out. But I absolutely love the movie, and I could not wait for the next two movies in the MonsterVerse series. We will have King Kong and Godzilla in 2020 going at it. But in 2019, it'll be Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So I'm hoping by the next movie, I will have a companion figure to what I'm about to show you. And what I'm about to show you, and big thanks to Ashley, as I said already, is none other than the 18-inch posable Kong figure, as they call it, the Mega Kong figure. And it has a little soldier there with it from the film. It does not depict who it is or anything, but as I said in the write-up, Vietnam War soldiers travel in there. And this figure is just badass. From the moment I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And I have to give big ups to Ashley because she knew I wanted it. And she's a really good friend of mine. And she's a really close friend of mine. And she knew she just, is so nice to me and picked it up. And I can't thank her enough. So one of these days, maybe I'll get around to it. But this is a Walmart exclusive, and I have heard that some Walmarts only had one figure that they received to put out in stock. So these may end up being rather rare. But I seen at the beginning of the launch that there were some Walmarts that had 4 or 5 of them sitting there on the shelf, so every Walmart didn't receive only one. But I know the Walmart that we picked this one up from, after we went and saw the movie, had just this one, and then me and my father went back a couple days later, and there were no Kong figures, so I'm guessing that it was the only one in stock, and I'm really glad that I picked it, well, that she picked it up for me. And yes, it is a Kong 18-inch mega figure with the soldier, Walmart exclusive, has 9 points of articulation, and I'm an on-card collector, and it's, you know, just something that I do, and I'm not going to bust off the plastic straps here or anything, or open this up in the review, but I do like to show it off as much as I can, and there are plenty of videos out there that you can go check out to get a closer look at this guy. But I mean, I really love it. Look at the features of this thing. And I remember having like a King Kong figure as a kid that was way smaller in scale, but the face was very terrifying looking on it, and I love how they made the teeth like yellowish and gave him like an aging on the hair and stuff. And look at the scratches on the chest. So this must have been, you know, maybe before even the battle, he probably had the scratches on his chest from fights with the skull crawlers and whatnot. Don't want to give away a lot about the movie, but yes, I did put that movie review up in the card above earlier, so you can go back and check out my thoughts on the movie, and I give a lot more weight on that. This is chest beating, fully articulated arms, and you see there it says 18-inch posable Kong figure. Down below, you have Kong Skull Island, 18-inch posable Kong figure. Picture of Kong there from the movie. Sorry, the lighting a little bad there. Now let me back up. You have Legendary there, with their stamp on it, along with Warner Brothers, as they are the ones who produced and distributed the movie. Up to the left, you know, you have the Monarch stamp too, and it says 18 inches tall. There's your only at Walmart sticker, 3+ it says. So playable for 3-year-olds. So that's cool. 9 points of articulation on this figure, though. As you see, the head moves there. There's movement, you know, at the wrist. If I could, you know, open this guy up, which I don't want to open him. He's already, I've seen him going for like $45.50 online already. I'm not saying he's going to be really valuable, but it seems like, you know, something that I really don't want to bust open. And the back is really cool, as it says Kong Skull Island, and it has collect them all. You have the giant spider there, which that's really one of the ones that I want to get. You have a skull crawler there, and a pterosaur type creature there. They all come to play in the movie, as I can tell you as I've saw it. There's a little picture of the giant spider, and you have a little Jeep there that comes with it. There's a helicopter and a boat. So it looks like you can collect quite a few things here. And I've seen I think the spider and the pterosaur figures. I don't think I saw the skull crawler. I may be wrong. And it says over here on the mega figure, bear with me, with this epic mega figure, you get to decide how Kong became king. Take control of the mighty monster as he protects our world from the most powerful creatures on Skull Island. A 100-foot mountain of muscle, Kong stands tall in the face of danger. Get ready for battle with the new king of action. And there you see Monarch. And what's that say? Classified asset. You have the Monarch logo there. Badass logo. And yes, the Monsterverse logo on there as well. And we will be getting in 2020, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, Kong versus Godzilla. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be called, actually, this time, though, Godzilla versus King Kong. Instead of the classic, you know, 1962 King Kong versus Godzilla. They're going to switch the title around on this one. But it just so deserved, these characters so deserve a serious battle against each other, a serious versus movie. And there you have the Lanard logo down there. Legendary, Lanard Toys Limited. All your warnings and stuff, labels, and man, that one's real small on there. Kong Skull Island, Warner Brothers Shield logo and stuff, warnings and logos and labels and whatnot. There's the Lanard Toys label there, and yes, they do make the Elite Core figs, and that really reminds me of just a The Core Elite fig from Walmart right there. And I just want to get a real good look at him because he's so cool. So cool. So big. There's a look at his feet there. You know, he uses all of his extremities in this movie too, I must say. He's rather ferocious. And a badass. It was a great return for King Kong to the big screen. And look at that face. You gotta love Kong. King Kong, man. Definitely the man. But we'll have to see what happens whenever he takes on Godzilla. It's going to be a battle. But there's a depiction of Kong from the movie as well against one of the skull crawlers. Kind of weird because I don't remember the skull crawlers wrapping him up. I remember him getting into a fight with a giant squid. I think they got like the anatomy wrong on this. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. If anybody else thinks that, let me know. And there's a good picture of him out of the box, fully articulated. Well, you gotta love King Kong, gotta love Godzilla, gotta love Skull Island. Jordan Vogt Roberts did a great job. Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, John C. Reilly, and the rest did a great job in the movie. I did put my movie review up earlier, so go back and check that out, and you can hear about more what I think about the movie itself. But this figure, man, I give this an A+. This is badass. And it kind of reminds me with the straps on here of like in the original movie when they have him chained up. Like he's so ready to bust out of this thing and so pissed off. It's so awesome looking. And I got to give a big thanks to Ashley for picking this up for me, as I said already. And I will definitely try to pay her back some way, somehow. This thing was like $25 after tax too. And as I said, like $45, $50 online I've seen some going for, but you never know. You might be able to still find one pretty cheap. You never know. Hopefully go to stores and they'll keep restocking these things. And the price will probably drop. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched this. If they're first time watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a like down below if you like what you saw. Drop a comment below on Kong Skull Island, what you thought of the movie. What you think of this figure or this line of toys by Lanard. And yes, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, keep watching that King Kong and Godzilla, or get to the movie theaters and check out Skull Island for sure. You will not be let down. And yes, do not leave because there is a post-credit scene. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, as always, peace out.